I put McAllister in my top 3 players of the season, and it's going to sound
Oh,
kind of
really?
mad because obviously I think Leandro Trossard probably deserves it on the base of the whole season, equality wise. But the only reason I put McAllister there is I just think because he's had to cover so many duties in one season, and he's pretty new to the squad. He's not like before this he hadn't really had much time at Brighton,
Mm.
hadn't really played in front of a crowd even with Brighton. He's very new to the English game. To have a season like he has, where he's been in and out, the midfield's been changing pretty much every week. He's adapted very well, and I think that the way he's sort of handled it gives me a reason to put him in a player of the season spot. I don't know. I don't think he's the top two. I think the top two are probably more obvious. Um, but I think that third spot
I don't know.
between
Yeah.
Trossard and McAllister is pretty
Let's
open.
let's do that though. Actually, let's pick our top three.
Mm.
And then we could obviously ask Mass when he's back from
Yeah, I've
Morocco.
got mine here. I did
Go
them
on.
on the Albion Raw podcast. I
Okay.
put McAllister in there, and then everyone else said Trossard, which is probably more likely. Like I get that. I'm not against Trossard. Before everyone's like, "Oh, you're digging out Trossard." No, I like him. I'm just doing it on the basis that McAllister's probably had to do more than Trossard. But don't get me wrong, Trossard's probably added
Yeah.
more to his game this season, if you know what I mean as well. He's dropped deeper and is good at that. Anyway, top two, I've gone with two for Veltman. Now a lot of people are debating he gets number one.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just his. I don't know. I think he's good. I think he offers a lot, but I don't think he offers much more than what he does. Whereas my number one being Cucurella, I think he's just been
Rolls Royce.
different level,
Yeah,
different
man.
gravy to me. I don't know. I just think he's
So
been
good.
yeah. Like Veltman, don't get me wrong, he hasn't really had a bad game, but Cucurella doesn't have a bad game, and he offers a lot more than probably
He's played
Veltman
in
does.
every Premier League game for us, and he's
Yeah,
never. I mean, I don't know his sofa score, whatever it's called, but I'd be surprised if it's dropped under a 7 in all of those
yeah.
games. Maybe maybe it dropped under 7. That's been a bit too mad because we've had some pretty shocking games.
Mm,
But I'll be surprised if he's dropped a low score. He's been so consistent, and I
mm,
think against Wolves that was his best game by far. I
mm.
think
Agree.
by
Yeah,
far he
no,
was
he's
up and down that wing,
I
killing it.
think player of the season for me. But anyway, Ben, your top three.
It's tough because we can't ignore what Neil Maupay done and has done this season. I know
Yes.
obviously he's been out of the team recently. You get KVA played against Southampton. Didn't really. Oh yeah, you had a good first half, and then missed a penalty against Norwich before that as well. Unfortunately for him, I don't know if he gets in the top three despite what he'd done for us.
Mm.
And it's
He's
weird.
given
This
us
is
our
probably the
best
first time
memories.
we.
He's
What's
he's
that?
provided the best memories
Yeah, he
as
has. Oh, for
Brighton this
sure.
season. You
Yeah, and
know?
a lot of bruises falling downstairs at
Yeah,
Selhurst for
exactly.
that. A lot of
Exactly.
bruises. But yeah, he doesn't get in the top three, unfortunately. I don't think. Or
Just.
maybe he does. I haven't because obviously you've done yours recently. I'm still trying to work out as I'm talking. But
Mm.
it's weird that Lewis Dunk isn't in it. He's not in the conversation, probably for
Yeah,
the
he's
first
been
time in
injured
his
too
Brighton
much
career.
otherwise.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he would be. It's just injuries. He had that injury in you for a few months. I mean,
it's a nice change though, isn't it? Because every single season is like Lewis Dunk's best player, Lewis
yeah.
Dunk player of the season, or fan
I think
player
we've
of the
had
season, or
Duffy,
players player.
Dunk and Dunk for the past year.
Yeah,
And
it has.
yeah, it's quite well. To be fair, we had Murray, I think, as well. Ben White somehow got it, even though it's Dunk
Oh,
last
that's because
season.
the Leeds fans voted, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pascal Gross got first year Premier League,
That's deserved.
which was deserved. Duffy got second. Third would have been under Potter, so that would have been Dunk probably. I don't remember.
Mm. Um,
Probably.
but let's go back. Okay, actually, you know what? Because of the memories, I'm going to put Neil Maupay third, and
Okay.
then yes, Veltman's been
Is
really
this
really
emotion
good.
based then, Ben? Is this not quality based? Is this emotion based? Because
Well,
if
just
it's
he's dipped out
emotion
of
based,
form,
yeah,
isn't he? He's
yeah,
dipped out of form, and I think a lot of our players have during the season, apart from our number one that we both agreed on, which is Cucurella.
yeah,
Um, and then maybe, unfortunately, yeah, I get Veltman's been really, really good, an absolute bargain. Him and
yeah.
Gross are bargains in the Premier League, are for sure. Um, who would be second? Am I being too biased on recent form if I say Trossard's second?
No, no, because Trossard had a really good beginning of the season as well.
He did, yeah.
I mean,
Brentford away. Oh, yeah,
really good.
Brentford away.
I mean, we
Another
were
late
saying
goal.
he was undoubtedly top until about Christmas, and then
Mm,
he sort of went down a little bit, and now he's back up to probably where he was at the beginning of the season. What's really good taken me about Trossard is his ability to go into more than one position, whereas before he was more of an out and out left winger slash attacking midfielder. He now sort of goes between that striker, left winger, left wing back. He can even drop deep in midfield as well now. He's got a bit of skill
mm.
and he's got great pass on him. He's added a lot to his game. So to not include him from me is really harsh. I mean, I
Yeah.
think he probably deserves it over McAllister. But yeah, I'm still sticking with McAllister.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to put Trossard second, and then Mark Cucurella first.
Yeah.
Best signing.
You've
Yeah, I
got
don't
Mope
know.
third.
Yeah, Mope third for the memories and bruises for sure. Love you, Neil.
Yeah.
Just
We
get
got
back to form, mate. Just get some confidence in you, please. We will need you. And
yeah,
how confident are you that Moises Caicedo will be in our top three next season?
mate.
If he carries on, he could be first.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we're basing it off potential based on this season, if you imagine it like a graph of these players, right, and their sort of projections as to how they're going to go in the next year,
Yeah.
if you're going to put your stocks in, I mean, you've got to have probably Trossard.
What was
still in there,
what was the app where you could buy stocks in footballers? Was it called Football Index
yeah,
or something
Football
like that?
Index. If
And
I was
then
to
it got
invest in them now,
hacked, or they robbed everyone's money, didn't they?
yeah. So you've got Caicedo. He's only doing this. McAllister's only really doing this. I think them two are going to be in and around that top three next season, without a doubt, if they continue their progression.
Sorry, going back to it, I bought stocks in Aaron Conley when it first came out. Yeah. Oh man.
Have you
Oh,
seen?
shit.
He's really not doing very well at Borough at the minute, is he?
No, he's doing balloons, isn't he, at Borough? That's what he's.
Yeah,
Well, I should say allegedly, even though we saw a
Allegedly
video.
doing balloons on his
Oh no,
videos.
he didn't. He wasn't holding a balloon. Maybe it was someone at a kid's birthday party, and the girl
Mm.
was just holding a McDonald's balloon or something like that.
Yeah, could
Maybe
have
it
been.
didn't have any naughty stuff in it. All alleged. Allegedly, I've been taught to say. That's
don't
going
think
to be my new word, I think, going forward, because I need to, every time I spill absolute waffle, I need to say allegedly.
Yeah. Should we
Allegedly.
just say allegedly for everything? Then we can
Yeah,
get
allegedly, yeah.
So allegedly, yeah.
But basically, what I'm
no.
saying is, I think his stock was ended up being worth 5p in the end or something. I don't even know. It wasn't good. I had so much faith, and then when it went up when he scored against Spurs, don't get me wrong. But,
Yeah.
So yeah, that is my top three, just to confirm, because I went all over the place.
Go on.
What did I say? I said Neil Mope third for the memories and the goals, brilliant goals. Trossard second. I'm so glad that he's actually found some consistency now, which is something he lacked. Because he would always have these purple patches, didn't he? But now he's being very consistent, which is good. And then the GOAT, Mark Cucurella, top of the table, because he is unbelievable. One of the best purchases in the Premier League out of all the teams, in my opinion.
Do you know what? I think I am going to change. Because I think it's unfair to leave Trossard out. I'm just thinking about it now. He's literally been so improved this season, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Really, he's changed a lot from the Trossard that probably signed. So
We
yeah,
rely on him a lot, I noticed. He's is it the word pinnacle to our attack a lot of the time? He's always the one driving the ball forward and creating stuff. And he is a very, very good player.
For the first time in absolutely years, an attacking player is going to be in my player of the season.
Yeah, I was going to say, when we were going through the previous players of the years, it's always the defender or something like that, because that's the only kind of good thing we can talk about. But yeah, we actually have some decent attackers now that create chances, and it's beautiful.